Good morning. Welcome to today's 10 Minutes to Win It. Gotta go live. Hold on. How are you doing? If you have kiddos in Florida, specifically like Palm Beach County, it's an exciting day because Instagram. I forgot to go Instagram. Go live. Okay. So if you're a parent of a child in Palm Beach County, today's a great day, at least for me. I'm really excited. I think I'm more excited than my kiddos are because it's the last day of school. Summer is starting today. Well, tomorrow. So I'm really excited about it because I don't have to do 4 hours of pickup for the next few months, which is awesome. There's a little more like 3.5 hours, but still a big chunk of my day on pickup. So I am super excited for summer to be here and have some fun because we have amazing weather happening lately. Fingers crossed, saying prayers for no hurricanes this season. But summer's here. Summer's starting. So today is the last day of school for my kiddos. So I'm really, really excited. I want to talk to you today about if you're confused about who your ideal client is, or your messaging's not landing. I want to share with you something that you can do to get super clear very quickly. And that is, and if you are super clear on your ideal client, then you can pass this training right on by. This is not for you. If your messaging is landing and you're really clear on what that looks like, then you can scroll on to the next, you can scroll back or, move on with your day. This training's not for you. So when it comes to your ideal client, if you are confused, if you're putting messaging out there and it's not landing, it doesn't seem like you're getting any traction on it, then what you want to do is take some time to do some market research. And this is something that's really, really easy to do. People love to help. So all you need to do is ask. Reach out to people who you believe are your ideal client and have conversations with them. Ask them to get on a call with you, to just, ask them a few questions around the answers that you need specifically to get clear on your messaging and get clear on who your person is. Because what happens is with our messaging, we want to know what they're saying to themselves. We want to know what our ideal client is, what's keeping them up at night. What is their biggest challenge? What is their biggest struggle, right? And the way we get to know that, because you may know what their biggest challenge is or their struggle is, or you may think you do, but our ideal client has different, you want to know exactly what their biggest challenge is in the moment, because that can shift or that can change. So periodically, you want to be doing this in your business anyway. You want to be setting time aside to do some market research. And that, like I said, it's just asking questions to who you believe your ideal client is. And you want to talk to about at least 10 of them. Get them, have conversations with them, ask questions. What's their biggest challenge? What keeps them up at night? What's their struggle? What is their goal? What are they looking for? What do they see for their future, right? What does life look on the other side of what that challenge is for them, right? No matter how you help people. The other thing you want to know is, have they worked with somebody in the past, or have they done things to try to overcome this challenge in the past? Because the more information you know about what they've already done or what they've already tried, that's going to give you information on what the gap is for them. Right? What's the gap? What's worked for them? And what's not worked for them. Because obviously most of the time, your ideal client has already tried something that hasn't worked for them. And it's really important to know what that is so you can fill that gap. Because if you can fill that gap, you can create a client just like that. Because they're going to see you as the expert and you filling that need that they've been missing all this time to get them to the other side of it. So those are definitely 3 questions you want to be asking. And find what other questions, depending on your industry, do you need to know to help you with your messaging? And then the more people you can talk to, and this can be a 5-10 minute conversation. This doesn't have to be a long conversation. And you can give them a gift for taking the time to spend with you to answer these questions. And that can look like a gift card. That could look like maybe a coaching session with you. So you're not actually putting money out for this information, but you're giving your time. So if you don't have money to put out for giving them a reward for spending time with you, because they should get something for spending time with you and giving you this information. That being said, take some time, do some market research, get clear on who your ideal client is. And the more people you can talk to and the more answers you can get, then you can actually look at those responses and what are the words that the majority of them are using? What words are consistently showing up in their responses to your questions? Those are the words that you want to be using inside of your messaging. Okay. So this is great information because sometimes we as like the expert in our space, we can be using words that our ideal client isn't using. So you may be clear on what their challenge is, but we may be using different words and terminology inside of our messaging that's not landing with our ideal client. So this market research, taking the time to do this, is going to get clear on what is the verbiage that they're actually using, so that when you're putting your messaging out there, your ideal client is like, oh my gosh, how does she know? How is she in my head? Right? How does she know? How is she so clear on what my problem is? And then they're going to be raising their hand to take the next steps to work with you. Okay. I hope that supported you today. You can actually reach out to, where do you find these people? You can talk to people in your space, in your world. You can also reach out to people inside of Facebook groups and let them know. Just drop in there and say, hey, I'm doing some market research, looking for 10 to 15 XYZ, whoever your ideal client is. Would love to ask some questions. And in return, I'm happy to give you blah, 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 whatever that is that you're going to give them in return, whether it's free coaching, whether it's a gift card, something like that, they can get back for giving you that time and that, in those answers. And you never know, you can create some clients from those people just by doing the market research. So start building those relationships and have fun with it. We just dropped a new episode of the Be She podcast. So if you want to hear it, I interviewed Carrie Schmidt, and she talks about addiction, eating disorders, overcoming those different types of challenges. So if you or someone else is going through something like that, feel free to listen. You can go to beshepodcast.com, or you can go to Apple, Spotify, anywhere that podcasts are found, and just look up Be She, Be Seen, Be Heard, Be Empowered, Be She podcast, and go check out the episode with Carrie Schmidt. Have an amazing day. If you're, like I said, enjoy the last day of school. If it's last day of school for your kiddos, like it is for mine, it's a great day in our house, and have a great day, and I'll see you tomorrow.